Welcome back to the AOT Chronicles, an Attack on Titan podcast. I am your host, Ronnie.
It's your boy, Chad.
And so, wow, another big hit of the vape are we on a third straight week of a weekend excursion?
Well, I mean, this one has not... I did not hit this one this week that often, so it still has a little bit left in it. That's why I'm going till this is out.
You see, my concern is, at what point does it stop being weekend excursions and develop into a straight-up nicotine addiction?
It's not an addiction because I don't do it at work.
That's fair. You are, for this, as much of, excuse my language, a fuckboy you are, you do have this... you. Definitely you. I'm looking at you. There's no one else here in the room. When I'm talking about a fuckboy, I'm talking about you.
Okay.
We got that? But I will say, you seem to be... You flirt with a lot of addictions, but I'm not sure you've completely fallen into one, except for your caffeine coffee addiction. I think that is full blown.
And jerking off, but yeah.
Well, aren't we all, brother? How much is too much, you know? Moving on. So... guys, we are here today. We don't have an episode to cover. Break this down for us, Chaz. Because you have your finger on the pulse better than I.
Yeah, so basically, shout out Raphael. He let us know about this, I want to say minor earthquake, but it might be major. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, I saw 4 point something or other.
So that's like a 4 point something. That out of 10, that's weak.
See, the earthquakes we have here in Georgia, it's kind of like... you get to work the next day and they're like, hey, did you feel that earthquake last night? And I go, no, I just slept through it. So we don't know what that earthquake life is. I think you should walk back your statement.
I just got a notification. Your federal return was accepted by the IRS. Congratulations, Chad. Wow.
Okay. So make sure you get those taxes done, everyone. I don't know why.
Okay, so I will walk back my statement. I might have said something on Discord and called it a silly earthquake. I take it back. I hope everyone is safe, everyone's healthy, and that the episode, nothing happened to the episode. That's what I hope for.
Nothing happened, okay? This is what we fall into sometimes. We're so goofy. We say things that we don't really mean. We are compassionate people.
Yeah.
We hope everyone in Japan is okay. Let's get that out in the air right now.
Oh, yeah.
With that being said, this is the most unprepared for a podcast we have ever been. We have no notes. I just drove over. It's a beautiful day here in Georgia. I don't know where everyone else is, but I'm guessing
it
it's
is
not
gorgeous,
such a great day in
dude.
Japan.
I was thinking about sunbathing before you came.
Well, that's why we're here early, is because I'm hoping, we can do a... What are you... Do you just now realize what I said?
Yeah, it took a minute.
So, anyway, we're recording this earlier than usual because we can, because there's no episode to cover. And I'm hoping we can get done, and maybe me and you, we just, take our shirts off, go lay in the yard.
Yeah.
Just catch some rays.
Well, definitely a towel down. I've had the mistake one time. Well, quick story. One time I was under the influence of a particular drug that shows you very cool colors in the sky and things of that nature. And
Benadryl.
I got separated from a couple friends. I was at their house. We were young. And I went and sunbathed in the yard with no shirt on, just straight in the grass. And then I had ants crawling all over me. Kind of ruined what was happening with my mind. But then I jumped in the shower and everything was good.
Yeah. So that was a great story, I thought, to begin this episode.
So basically, the moral of the story, don't sunbathe in your yard without putting a towel down.
And for the people who are just diehard AOT fans and don't give a damn about Ronnie and Chad, we understand. And that's why we're going to start off this podcast with some AOT questions, some AOT talk. We're just going to cover the Attack on Titan on the front end, and then maybe we'll just have a goofy little time on the second end. We've got questions coming in quicker than I can read them.
I think Isayama, did he just email? Okay, no, that was just Sasha's Soul. Wow. Sasha's Soul just messaged us in.
All right. Shout out Sasha's Soul. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. What do you want to talk about Attack on Titan-wise?
Zachary Yeager. That's who I want to talk about right now.
All right. Lay it on me.
All right. So we know that he's been planting his spinal fluid into the wine, okay?
Right.
We know all the big military police guys, probably Niall included. We never actually saw him drink the wine, but we're going to assume he did. Probably Pixis. Which, here's the thing though. Flock did say, when Flock had that beautiful face that he made last episode, he did say that it was the MPs. He never once mentioned the garrison.
Yeah.
So maybe Pixis is in the clear.
He could be in the clear. I could see where, yeah, I agree. Okay. I'm just worried about how much he drinks, but they did say the military police, so maybe he's okay.
Okay, so that being said, Zeke has kind of, his little lie about, well, here, I'll start it off with this. Did Zeke straight up lie about the gas in Rockago Village? Did he actually use, a liquid? Did he put it in the water that they drank? Or how did that, what do you think he really did with that?
No, I think 100% they used gas.
Okay, so he mixed in some truth with a lie. Basically, what Pixis said to Yelena.
The lie being
that they're unconscious and they just sit there once they get his spinal fluid in.
Oh, okay.
Is that how he kind of tricked them into them not expecting this one? Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that part being a lie, just since all the military police guys are still functioning around or whatever. But yeah, to me, the gas thing it connects the most dots in the sense of Zeke saying that he had to do something like that or else he was going to be caught.
Yeah. Because
we know he had all the beekeepers, is what I like to call them, disposing of the gas or dispensing of the gas. But here's the thing, like, are we on the same page that Zeke he's acting like he's on Aaron and them's side, but he's like his own team, and they don't know that yet? Or do you think he genuinely
I think he's on Aaron's side. I don't think he's on anyone else on that island side except for Aaron. And then Yelena and Flock and them, they're just a part of his group.
Right. How would you define Aaron's side? What is Aaron's ultimate goal?
See, here's the thing, that Aaron and Zeke's goal could be different.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what sides they're on or whatever. As far as Zeke being on Aaron's side, I think it could just be he's trying to use Aaron because he needs Aaron. And Aaron thinks that Zeke wants what he wants, so he's going along with it. But that's what, to me, I think all Aaron wants to do is just basically take down Marley and Eldians, be free, or however. Would you agree with that?
I don't think he gives a shit about the Eldians over there because he killed countless innocent children.
Well, yeah, I guess when I say Eldians, I mean Eldians of
parody.
And at this point, I don't even know how much he cares about them.
Dude, Aaron is a very confusing guy right now. I do think he still cares, though, because even though he brought them into the fight, the whole purpose of taking down Marley like that was to help Parody. And
we're getting ready to see how much he truly cares with this conversation with Armin and Mikasa, because it's going to be... We're getting ready to divide into two different paths here. Either he's so far gone that he's getting ready to say whatever he's going to say in a way that kind of shits on them, and he goes off, and you're like, wow, who is he? He's basically just fighting for himself because his eye was so on the prize that he forgot why he was even trying to do what he was doing.
But then...
Or we're going to see more humanity than we might have thought.
Yeah. I do want to go back to him when he was originally in the dungeon, though, and Hanji went and talked to him. Him yelling at Hanji and stuff was basically him being like, do you have any other plan that I can... Like, anything helpful to the situation. He's like, I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to do it. No, you don't have anything. This is the only way. So I think he is on their side because he stayed down there with them. He kind of gave them a chance to lay out a plan, and he's like,
you don't have anything. He's tired of all the waiting / infighting. He needs to get things done.
Exactly. He knows if you wait around any longer, like, they could all just die, and it's all for nothing.
Right. So you can tell me if you agree with this or not. My still ultimate thing is I believe that Zeke is using Aaron and all that stuff, and even Yelena and them, they're working with him. Zeke might be the only one who knows his true intentions, and whatever his true intentions are, I think it's like way greater, way more evil than just putting an end to the Marley reign. I think he's basically trying to be dictator.
So... That's a pretty good take. I want to go back now to Zeke in season 3.
Yeah.
So I rewatched, all of Attack on Titan with my dumbass roommate.
Right. God, he's such a dumbass.
I know. It's Kyle, this guy. And as we were rewatching it, I saw an interesting line of Zeke. He talked about ending this cursed history, was the line he put. So I could see him, and then he was killing all the Eldians that were running to him on the horses, as we saw. I could see him wanting to wipe out all of the Eldians. Like his goal actually being to wipe out all the Eldians so that when you kill Jaw Titan,
yeah,
and it's born into a random baby, it wouldn't even be born into a random baby because all Eldians are dead.
Eldians are done.
So he might be wanting to wipe it out, saying like this history sucks. He's like turning into a Titan sucks. I want it all gone.
Now that makes a lot of sense because I say dictator, we know he's on a clock, like he can't live forever unless there's some sort of glitch in the system that he's figured out. So I think you might be right with the cursed history. He just wants to end Titans once and for all. It's not so much the Eldians that he wants to end.
Yeah, it's not even necessary that he's like really on Marley's side or anything like that. He's just like, fuck all this. I'm done with it. And I don't think Aaron, I don't know if Aaron's a part of that or not. That's something I haven't really deciphered.
Yeah, I guess my end game is I just see Aaron and Zeke working together all the way up to a point where Zeke reveals his true mission, and Aaron's like, "Oh shit! Like this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted to be a part of," and it all goes down from there.
Okay, I like that. So I'll talk about one more thing then with Zeke, which is, as we all know, paths. Okay, the answer to everything is paths.
Paths.
When he was talking about sending, how did he word it in last episode? When he yells, he sends them via paths directly to the coordinate.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron is the coordinate. So when he's saying he's sending them to the coordinate, is he like he's sending them to Aaron? Like what does that mean? They've called Aaron the coordinate multiple times.
Yeah. I don't know if he's saying that in a way of since Aaron has the founding Titan that he can control them.
Okay.
He's sending them to the coordinate to he's not physically sending them, but they are then underneath the control of the coordinate. That's all I can think of right there.
Okay.
But paths, dude.
That's the most anticipated thing for me in this entire show is obviously paths.
Right. Yeah, because it still all just comes back to that last part of season 3 when Kruger talks about Mikasa and Armin.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing, though. That's what I like about this. It's not OP or anything. It's not like Kruger had all the answers of the future. All he knew, he goes, I don't even know whose memories these are. He's like, you just got to save them. That's all I know.
I'm super intrigued by paths, but I'm also super worried about it because it's like we've told so much of this story without paths, and I don't want it to be used as some sort of cheap gimmick to help explain things that have happened in the past right at the end.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like you watch a 2.5-hour movie and then at the end the character wakes up and it was all a dream.
You know what's worrying about that? Is the very first episode.
Yeah.
Aaron wakes up.
Yep, Aaron wakes up and says,
If it does that, I will quit this podcast.
That would be rough. That would be rough, and that might be the first time I would take your... Although at that point, the show would be over, so you're not quitting much at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, how about we talk about our guy Flock? And by our guy, I mean... We know what this man is. We saw a different side of Flock. Before I was like on board completely with Flock in the sense of I even thought he was doing the right thing at the time. Now, last episode we saw a bit of a different side. He might...
Yeah, when he said if it's for the sake of humanity, then so be it. When Hanji detained him, I was like, oh, this guy's actually he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then last episode, I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Flock. I love Flock.
But here's the thing. It's two different things, right? One, I thought it was fucking awesome and made for great television. Super cool. I mean, the Flock shushing has been my background the past week on my phone because it's so hilarious. But at the same time, it was also when I go, oh, wait, this dude is a nutter.
This dude is Yelena 2.0. I mean, him and Yelena are both just out of their fucking minds.
And it's just crazy. I don't know how he got so far into it that quick. And I'm interested to see where his character goes, because I genuinely, like, when they were in, on the trial or whatever, and it was him, Louise, and whatever the random person was, and they were all about, like, saying, like you said, we did the right thing. If it's for the good of whatever, so be it. I'm like, okay, cool. They're just trying to get things done. They're on the errand train of, like, we can't just keep sitting around here and waiting.
Yeah.
And then we fast forward to him being evil,
pulling out the
evil, laughing, smiling bad guy, where he's telling Hanji to use her inside voice. Oh,
power trip.
Yeah,
power trip for sure. What I love about the character, though, I mean, I love to hate him. What I love about him is how much of a fucking coward he was in season 3. And then he said, when he was the only one to live, he was like, I guess my only goal in life is to bring the devil back or whatever. Yeah. And now he's on this train. Like, it makes total sense. But he's just, I think him surviving that just made him go crazy.
Okay. All right. And so then let's get into some of this. In your perfect world, how do these last 3 episodes play out? Where do we end this
perfect world
16 episode run?
Perfect world. Levi finds out that Zeke, I don't know how he would find that out. Levi somehow finds out that Zeke has been doing shit to his, little comrades in the area, and he gets Zeke the fuck out of there. And then maybe even Zeke transforms. They duke it out.
Right.
Round 2.
That'd be so scary for Levi, but it'd be so intense if Zeke gets tipped off to what all the chaos that's getting ready to ensue right in these woods. Like, the set piece, if everything converges at the forest of giant trees, is going to be insane. If, I don't know what Marley's got going on, but if they get there, and then I guess how do you see that planning out? When is Marley going to show up? Are we going to get like a Hanji or whatever taking Flock and the Squawk to Zeke before all the Marley chaos happens?
Yeah, I believe so. Here's what I want. I'm afraid that the chaos will ensue with at the 22-minute mark of episode 16. So right when all of Marley shows up, end of season 4, part 1.
Okay.
So we won't get to see any of it, because I don't want it to be one of those things where, like, it shows up in the second to last episode and we get 1 episode of fighting and that's it. Like, I want it to be a serious thing, So I don't know how they're going to do it, because with only 3 episodes left, we still got to see what Levi and Zeke do. We got to see Aaron's conversation. We've seen what they've done the last 4 episodes with conversations with just Gabby and Falco. Like, it's obviously going to be a long convo. It's not going to be a 2-minute segment.
So you feel like, even though we kind of know what Marley's plan is, and we know they're either already on the island or the rest of them are converging, that the last 3 episodes will be more on the inside of Paradise between Hanji, like the scouts, Zeke's group, and just all that.
Yeah, and I think I guess they'll take Flock. I mean, they really don't have another choice but to take Flock and gang to Flock Squawk to see Zeke. I mean, what else are they going to do? They're held at gunpoint.
Yeah. I just really want badly, like you said, Levi to kind of figure things out, and then we just get some sort of epic scene of Levi just zipping all over the forest of giant trees, just surrounded by Titans.
And then they're all of his comrades too that were just with him,
and no one's there to like help him out. It's just him. Like, it'd be so scary for Levi, but it would also be so epic.
Oh yeah.
That it makes me tingle a little bit.
What would happen with Zeke in that situation? Would he just be off on his own? Like, would he Well, no, he wouldn't even transform and run because he's slow in that.
No, I think he would do what we've seen him do before, where he just kind of is there, but he's not fighting or anything. He's command, like kind of how we saw him at Utgard Castle, where he's just kind of overwatching all the chaos.
He just has one Titan just stand right in front of him. He's like, just guard me.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you can think of? How do you think this conversation with Eren and Mikasa and Armin goes? Are you optimistic? Are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not that optimistic. The way Eren's acted, no, I don't think it's going to go that well. I don't think it's going to go terrible, but I don't think it's going to be like they're all going to be holding hands at the end of it. I mean, we've got Gabby sitting there too. Like to me, that's the best part of this conversation is Gabby is going to be sitting right next to Eren, like during this, and we know how much she hates him. Hopefully, this fucking knocks some more sense into her. I don't know. I feel like they'll include Gabby. Like,
really,
that'll be more stuff with Gabby. Yeah, the fact that she's at the table with him, they have to.
Okay, I kind of think that Gabby takes a
step back,
a back seat to it. At least I hope so. I know that Gabby's gonna be a big deal, like going forward, but this right here, I feel like it needs to be just the main three, and them talking it out. And I think it's just gonna.
You think she's just gonna be scared shitless, just sitting there?
Yeah, or just like she knows, like she can't do anything. Like what is? I can't remember if she's tied up or I guess she's not tied up, but like
she still can't do anything.
She can't do anything, just sitting there. So I hope it's just kind of more like a Falco situation when Reiner and Eren talked, where she's there listening to all of it. Sometimes they might, say something to her, trying to tell her how it is, but she's just kind of sitting there listening. Because I just feel like it's going to be so interesting to see how it's left. I feel like you either get Mikasa, because I feel like Armin's already drifted away from Eren, and Mikasa's holding on for dear life. And where all of it ends up is going to be very intriguing.
Epic. You think Eren actually transforms there?
No, I don't think so.
I think, I don't think no matter what happens, like he's not going to unless like Peak. We know Peak was around there. If she actually transformed or whatever, he probably would. But that's the only way if the Warriors started fighting.
Right.
Other than that, he's not going to.
Yeah, because I mean, Flock and the Squawk, they're not in danger in any way. So for him to transform seems kind of weird. All right, so unless you got any more talking points, we can kind of scroll through some of these questions and pick out some that are the AOT ones.
Yeah, I do have one more talking point. This one kind of upsetted me the past few episodes, but Hanji Zoe, she is just getting shitted on, and it's depressing to watch. Is it not? Dude, it's just she's been bamboozled. She made herself look dumb, telling Flock that Zeke's fooled us all because Flock was a part of it.
Right, Flock knew the whole time.
She got grabbed by Eren, which I'm a little jealous of, but she's just had to take a back seat, man. My boy Erwin, as much as I love Hanji, Erwin would have probably been a part of this Flock Squawk and be commanding it.
Yeah, that's true.
Erwin would handle this way better. But he's the GOAT.
Well, what you said there I think is key. I think he would have handled it better in the sense that he probably would have been with the Flock Squawk. If you're taking the position that Hanji is, where she's working with like the garrison and all that, I don't know what else she could have done. Yeah. And she needed more inside information, so I don't know if that's Erwin had more connections where people would tell him things, and she doesn't have those connections. But
Erwin would also, if he wasn't for the Flock Squawk, he would have played into that role of acting like he was. He would have been like the informant inside of it, tried to, But Hanji, I just feel bad for her, man. She's just put in the worst situation, and it's just not going well for her. I love you, girl.
Love you, Hanji. Yeah. I don't know where she fits into all this either.
I don't think she's gonna have much say, like the rest of it.
All right. So how about some Attack on Titan questions? There's some top 5 questions that we might save for later episodes, just since, like I said, this is the worst podcast we've ever done, so we don't have a well thought out list and everything.
Are we sure this earthquake was serious?
Yes, Chad. I don't know why you want to die on that cross so bad, but yes.
I'm just making sure, man.
Earthquake was bad. Now, here's the thing. It is going to be funny because all the websites and Twitter feeds just said that the episode was going to be delayed. That's the other bad thing about all this anime stuff is so many people watch it in so many different places that, like, for all I know, Crunchyroll is going to be like, all right, tonight at 9 p.m. instead. And
then we'll stay up all night doing it.
However it works out, we'll keep you people in the know, and we'll figure it out. So we actually kind of answered Sasha's soul question, which was, if Erwin was alive, what do you think he would be doing during these complex situations? And do you think he would be a Jaegerist or with the Jaegerist or against?
Yeah, I kind of already answered that one. I do think he would be with him. I really do. God, he's just too much of a badass. He's never been afraid to have his own people killed for the greater good. He would so be a part of it.
All right, and then how about this one? We've got Zamala or Zamala. I don't know how it's pronounced. Would Jean look better with or without the mullet? Important question.
Okay. I'll let you answer this one first. I've been answering first.
From what I've seen, people don't like the mullet, but I'm fine with it.
Thank you. I was going to say it looks great.
Yeah, I think he looks good.
What do you have against mullets, Zemella? Huh?
Well, they didn't say what. I mean, I guess I do kind of pick up on maybe they don't like it, but maybe they do. But I have seen people say like, "Oh no, that haircut's not doing it for me. He's got to nip that in the butt."
It's doing it for me. That's all I'm saying. We got a lot of mullets around here in the state of Georgia. All right.
Well, we don't have that many. It's kind of
we do.
Well,
especially back in the 80s and 90s, we had a lot of them. And,
well, we weren't really around then, Chad.
Well, all I'm saying is, if I could grow a proper mole, I would do it.
You never even tried.
To perfection.
You've never tried.
I think Jean rocks it.
Put some effort into it. Yes, Jean looks good this season.
Yeah, Jean looks great. He's really he's gotten taller. He's pretty fit. I want to see more shirtless images of our characters.
We know you do. You're not telling us anything we don't know. So it looks like a bunch of Ronnie and Chad bullshit on here, which I'm not mad at. So let's try and work our way through some of these top 5 questions.
Dang, I was really hoping we'd talk about Attack on Titan. Jeez, we always stay on topic. We never get off topic. Like, what's happening?
I know. I can't imagine why these people would have questions that don't have anything to do with Attack on Titan. So,
I got one actually.
Did you find one?
It was if you could pick one character to bring back from the dead, who would it be and why? That's a good one.
Yeah. That was Marco Stan. Okay, if I could bring back...
Hey, you know what? Definitely wouldn't be Marco.
Oh, don't say that. Marco was so nice.
Oh, nice guy. Look where it got him. Half-eaten.
I like... When I bring back... Well, I mean, see, here's the easy one. It's Erwin. That one's too easy. So let's, I'll try and do something a little bit more creative. You kind of... I don't know what you've been doing lately with this whole Marco thing. You've kind of been shitting on him. And I'm not liking it one iota.
Oh, well, what has Marco ever done?
Well,
he helped. He was nice to Jean.
He would have kept morale up. He certainly would have kept morale up, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. He helped Jean become the leader that Jean is now.
You know how he would have kept morale up? He would have died in season 2 because he was not a strong character.
No way. If Connie... You're telling me Connie's still zipping around out here?
Connie Springer, yeah.
But Marco couldn't have lasted if he didn't get betrayed by what he thought were his friends, fake friends.
I mean, they were somewhat friends.
No, they weren't friends.
Well, I'm not buying it, man. Marco,
Who's your great answer then, buddy? Marco, you're coming back.
Mike.
Come with me.
Give me that Mike. Give me some of that Mike. Second best scout there was, talent-wise. He was slaying bitches out there.
Oh, my God. He had so many, weird cases out there because, he had a lot of... He was getting ready to be canceled because he's been putting his nose places that it shouldn't be, and people
that's why I like him.
People were starting to speak out on him. I'll tell you that right now.
He would have used his sniffer to locate so many enemies. In Marley, they would have just had him sniffing around. He would have sniffed out the Warhammer Titan before Aaron even attacked. I mean, there's just so many things Mike would have done.
Whatever, dude. So now I'm mad on what would the effects of them being brought back be. Hey, can you stop digging into your ear? What are you doing?
Hey, you never cleaned out your ear before?
Well, just like you're using... And now the other one? What are you doing?
You ever clean out your ear before?
It's just... I mean, sure, but you just keep going back in.
It's called getting it cleaned properly.
And you went in with the pinky? What is that?
Well, sometimes the pinky nail is more... sharp, I guess you would say. If you dig in properly with your pinky... That's not a thing. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's definitely... Also, your pinky is smaller than the rest of your fingers. Well, maybe not for you, but for me it is. You can get all the way in the hole with it. And you dig, you do a circular motion.
Okay, but here's the thing. I watched you. You put the pinky in, didn't work, so you went with the pointer finger, and you were trying with the pointer finger.
No.
You were going hard with the pointer finger.
You get all the little tiny things in the back. When you swoop it out, some of that wax gets in your, little lobe cavity. You get the rest of it with your big finger because it's so big.
Hey, well, that's really gross.
Well,
super gross.
Guess you never cleaned your ears before.
And if you would kill off one character, who would it be and why? Who would you kill off?
Well, that one's easy.
Well, yeah, Daz.
I'll let you answer it first.
Daz, but let's... I mean, I would trade Marco for Kami any day. I'll say that.
That's fucked up, dude. I cannot believe you just said that.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Oh my god. You know who I want to kill off?
Yeah.
Freaking Luis.
Oh my god, what a weak one.
Tired of seeing her, man. What a weak character.
All right. And then, so what do you have for top 5 gruesome, disturbing deaths of AOT? That's from Benny, and I like that one.
Okay.
So let's just kind of workshop this. I think...
Do we have to do it in order?
We don't have to necessarily do it in order, but the ones that come to mind, obviously... Mike was rough.
Yeah.
The start of season 2. That one was bad. We've got...
Petra.
Oh, Petra when she got stomped against a tree.
Into the freaking tree, man.
We have...
That's how I would want to go out if I was in the show.
Who was the one that you mentioned? The one that you mentioned last episode who was missing half their body?
Marco?
No.
Oh, missing... Oh, yeah. It was Mitchell.
The intestines were coming out.
Yes, and she was giving him CPR.
Oh,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about for sure. Marco's definitely in there, so that's 4.
Yeah.
What else are we missing here?
Marco got eaten in half.
Trying to think.
Oh, Nanaba. Utgard Castle when she's screaming, "Father, help!" or she's "Father, stop!" or whatever. And,
yeah.
That was a tough one, man.
Oh yeah, they were pulling her body apart.
Yeah, while she was screaming "Father," like
so those were the first 5 we thought of. There's plenty more. Everything when we were in the forest of giant trees and Aaron's whole group,
Annie, dude,
Levi's group went down was just terrible.
I really hope we get more Annie fight scenes.
It seems like they've got a plan for her. I don't know how. Now that they've established that with Armin, I'm so worried Armin's going to do just the dumbest fucking thing. It's going to make me hate him.
Like what?
Just letting her free. In the hope that Armin can talk to her.
I don't think he wants to let her free, man. I think he wants her stuck in there so he can do whatever he wants to her, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I do know what you mean, and hey, it's gross. Any more Attack on Titan stuff?
Yeah. Love it.
All right, so that means no. We got no more Attack on Titan stuff. So now we're just going to shift into a nice Ronnie and Chad hangout where we are going to answer the most.
So if you're only
questions.
here for Attack on Titan, I guess leave. If you hate Ronnie and Chaz when they talk about other things, you might just want to click off or turn your radio off.
Let's get into this. Bat Dan, he's come back for his question of the week. This one's for both of us. In our bathroom, when you put the toilet paper roll on the holder, do you put it with the open side inward? Like, okay, is it coming from above the roll or below the roll? Is basically the best way I can say it.
Above.
You're an above guy?
No, below. I'm a below guy.
You're a below guy.
Yeah.
See, I'm a very opinionated guy.
Wait, I actually don't understand what you mean by that question.
Of course you
Let me go look at the picture.
Fucking idiot. Of course you don't.
Yeah, above, right? That's where it's closest to you when you pull down. Am I correct?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Yeah, that's me then.
But see, here's what you get in. I'll go ahead and put my stance out here right now. I don't really pay attention to how I'm putting it on the roll. I know this is a big debate, and usually I'm definitely one-sided on debates like this. This is one where I'm open game. But I will say, the way you're talking about is very dangerous. And the reason I say that is when it's coming from below, when you rip it off, you can kind of use the roll itself as kind of like as some weight to help cut off the paper. Whereas when it's up top, like you're talking about, if you don't do a quick snap, what you're going to get is that roll going, and you've got more toilet paper than you know what to do with it, and you're going to have to roll it back up.
Dude, see, here's the thing. I don't worry about those things. You know what I do? I rip it off, I scrunch it up, and I wipe my ass. I'm not a folder. I'm not going to take my time sitting there patty cakes.
You can't be a folder.
I'm doing patty cake with this toilet paper. Oh, let me do some arts and crafts. Let me fold this up and then wipe my booty hole with it.
Yeah.
No, scrunching it up. I'm pressing it up against my hole, and I'm going to push hard while you wipe up. That gets it all.
Don't say push hard, though. That's just...
No. Sorry. That made me seem a little on the other end. I meant push hard.
You take one finger and you push really hard.
No, you push hard with your thing, your hole. You know how you push?
Well, what?
You push out.
You push really hard with your hole?
Here, this is a little... Guys, you need to listen to this. This is a little tips and trick from Chad on how to wipe your ass properly, how to get all of the juice out.
Oh,
well, not juice. Fuck. God, I'm saying this completely wrong. Not juice.
God.
Just dirt. Whatever you want to call it.
We should have saved this question for later. We've got people turning off right now because you just...
You push out like you're letting out a dookie. And when your thing opens up and you wipe, you get more of that digestive fluid. You get more of it on the toilet paper, and that's how you get it all out. I know it's not a good topic. Dan should not have asked this question because
you didn't have to go in that much detail. You could have just said you use the toilet paper above the roll.
Is that what he... Oh, I thought he said get specific.
Moving on immediately. Oh my God. Okay. Eric asked, question for the boys. What y'all doing when the stimmy checks hit? He says he smells new equipment.
New equipment, dude. I'm still waiting till that donation check hits. That AOT Chronicles W-2 form. Where's my W-2 form for this pod, man?
It was exclusively money going out, so the IRS was not too concerned with it.
I'm fucking broke, man. I hope this stimmy comes soon. Jesus Christ.
No, we kind of like to do one thing at a time, and we'll go ahead and say this. Right now, our money's going towards... We've got a buddy who, he kind of sucks at this point. We asked him 2 months ago. He's very talented, but he's almost too talented because he's doing other bullshit that doesn't include us. We asked him to help us make a new logo and new cover art for the podcast. And he's just taking a really long time.
He is, but here's the thing. He posted yesterday that he just got this gig in a new TV show. I'm not gonna plug who he is or anything until he gets our shit done because hey, he doesn't
deserve it.
But yeah, he's in a new TV show. He does acting. He actually is a graphic designer for his day job.
Yeah.
So we're just hoping he clears up his schedule for his best buds, Ronnie and Chad, who have known this guy for 20 plus years and went to his lake house multiple times growing up. We hope that he doesn't forget about us.
Now, the good news is we thought he forgot about us a couple times, but he did send us a text today saying that he's getting started on it.
Yeah, he said he's getting started on it this week. He had just moved as well, and he hit me up and said, "You and Ronnie need to come over, and we'll get this logo going."
Oh,
he did.
All right, so good.
You know what? People that hear this podcast, they should send us what they think our logo should be. Not that we'll listen to it whatsoever.
Well, no, they probably shouldn't do that, considering this guy's already got ideas.
Yeah, he does. I just want to see what they think.
So what, you're just trying to slap the people across the face when you go, oh yeah, give us your ideas, and then we post a logo that has nothing to do with any of their ideas?
Yeah, but I just...
trying to do?
Yeah, but I mean, I want them to know we care about them.
All right, well, doesn't really seem like you're trying to support them if you go, all right, hey, that's great. We're not doing any of that. So bad idea, Chad. Bad idea.
Okay, sorry.
Yelena is hot says, are you guys open to guests? Now, here's my thing with podcasts. I don't really know what he's talking about. I don't know if he means like official guests, as in people.
Well, we've tried contacting Isayama, but
he won't give. We will have Isayama as a guest. I don't know how you feel about this. I've always been of the opinion that unless it's like a guest based show where it's a podcast where there's a guest every single week, I'm always like a little bummed when it's people that I really, really like and then they have a guest on and it kind of takes away from the normal show.
Yeah. If anything, if we ever decide in the future, it would just be like a little 10-minute segment with a guest where they can come on. You know what I mean? Nothing, because I don't want it to be...
And here's the thing. I would say over the 20 years we've known each other, we've built up a pretty good relationship in the sense of we can't really say anything to each other that's going to make the other person mad. Yeah. And
well, I'll say this. I might say a few things that might piss off any guest that we have.
That's the thing. Like, our sense of humor is our sense of humor, and you get in some shady areas when we are in podcast form, or even when we're not in podcast form, we say some stuff and we don't want feelings to get hurt. We don't, so it's just kind of a weird thing there.
It's like when you called the earthquake today a silly earthquake. That was ridiculous.
I don't remember saying that, but I do remember seeing that somewhere on our Discord. But no, we might always do silly. Like someone at one point said it'd be funny if we had your dumbass roommate on. That person, obviously he lives with you, so he kind of knows that even he would be upset, though, if he knew that we called him your dumbass roommate. He'd be like,
good
what?
thing he doesn't listen, man.
He'd be like, what? Why do you guys do that?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh, he would be so upset, man. He would literally probably shun me for a week.
Chad, does A squared plus B squared equal C squared?
No.
All right, there you go. There's that.
It's D squared.
Ooh, Peak's Ass says, what's your 5-year plan? Which is just hilarious for us. All right. What is your 5-year plan, Chad?
Oh man, I haven't really thought about this too much. What have you got in mind? I'll let you start her off.
All right, it's getting a little getting personal or whatever. Our 5-year plan, well, let's be honest, we're probably making millions of dollars off this podcast at that point.
Yeah, I was hoping on the 5th year at least.
Right.
I want my main goal for the 5-year plan, actually, since you won't answer it, is a guest appearance from Isayama.
Okay.
2.
Glad you're being serious.
Well, this is real. Realistically, I feel like Isayama has some sort of sense of humor that might semi-relate to us.
All right, so you're still going down this road, okay?
Well, I guess you haven't listened to interviews with him. 2.
I don't care what his sense of humor is. He's not coming on to talk with Ronnie and Chad.
2. I want to make sure that my mom is in a nice, healthy facility where I don't have to look after her or anything like that. Which haven't made any money off this, so it's a little tough right now.
Right.
3. Sell all my Doge for more equipment.
You don't have any Doge.
4.
This is a big list for none of it being serious.
4.
Right.
We're on to like the 10th show by then, maybe even more. Like we just keep going, we keep churning.
That is the one thing that I can see happening.
I want us to be around for 5 years. I want us to be around for 10 years. Yeah. I'm looking way into the future here. Okay, yeah. I'm using paths.
5-year plan. We've got a little announcement coming up later in the podcast. So hold on to your horses for that. But yeah, I think we just consistently keep upgrading. We keep having fun, and we cover shows. Yeah, that's
and
basically,
you know what else?
It's not that intense, you know. Eventually, we want to start a Patreon where we can get a little kickback for doing the content.
Yeah, which, like I've said multiple times, haven't gotten any. But, we still love you guys. And we hope that when AOT is done, we know a lot of you are just avid Attack on Titan fans. We really hope that you keep listening to us, even if it is a different show. But hey, if you're only here for AOT, that's fine too. We still love you.
You don't even have to talk to those people because they're already gone.
No, those people are still here. They accidentally left on their Spotify account. It's just playing.
They're like that one guy that left us playing in his locker when he was at the gym.
Yeah.
Shout out to, I don't know who that guy is, but shout out to you if you're listening. More people need to just leave us playing on their phone when they're away doing things.
So many nude guys in the locker room, those old men that have tiny wieners that are just have the most confidence in the world. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? When you go into a locker room and they just let it all out.
It's a bunch of tiny wieners and old guys just
They were listening and they're like, you know what? I might give these Ronnie and Chads a little try. I'll give them a little shot.
So Benny comes back in. He says, question, if you could choose one superpower, which would it be?
I'm going to let you answer this first because I know what you're going to say. You have a very good answer.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
We've talked about this multiple times. It's a weird superpower, but...
I'm drawing a blank because I was just going to go...
5 fingers? Or wait, maybe I was talking about the saucy 5 fingers.
Right. Yeah, that's not really a it's not really a superpower, Chad. That's more like a bad situation, honestly, but you make it good with what you got. Yeah, Chaz right there, he's talking about, we all often like to talk, if you could only have 5 sauces for the rest of your life, and for some reason this is the only way they work, each one comes out of one finger on one of your hands.
Yeah.
Which ones would you choose?
Which hand would you choose? Which saucies? And which fingers? That's another big one, dude.
Yeah.
You don't want ranch coming out of your thumb, you know?
Oh, no. Terrible. Yeah, like, my pointer finger would have to be ketchup.
Yeah, it's like the main ingredient.
My hot sauce would be on my middle finger, so I could flick it off and it'd just be flicking straight flames. I've got to go... See, this is where Chick-fil-A's Polynesian sauce needs to be in there somewhere for a little sweet.
That's my thumb right there, baby.
That's a thumb?
Jabbing that in those sandwiches.
Okay, I'll go thumb.
Hey, by the way, to you you Chick-fil haters on this Discord, because there's a lot of Chick-fil haters.
Yeah.
Hey, screw you.
I need a fancy sauce for my pinky finger. So, what's a fancy sauce?
That vinaigrette, like salad dressing or something.
Yeah, that's terrible, though. I don't want to do that.
Fancy sauce.
I'm going to go barbecue sauce on my ring finger. That one's always kind of hard to flick open, but I need barbecue sauce to do things.
I don't eat enough things with Yum Yum, but that was just...
you really like Yum Yum sauce, though.
I do, but I probably wouldn't pick it just because I don't eat enough things with
I felt like that was on your list at one point.
No.
Never was?
It was one of those that was teetering on the edge.
Do I have like a salad dressing yet? See, I'm not a big ranch guy. I gotta go like a honey roasted mustard, which I don't even know if it's a thing, but I had to make it fancy because it's on my pinky finger.
All right, so superpowers. What superpower would you choose?
Well, now you have to go because you thought I had a superpower. It wasn't actually a superpower.
That wasn't a superpower. That'd be a dumb superpower.
I just want to fly because obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say either fly or teleportation.
And I know a lot of people have like cool answers for that, but it's just that's not me.
Yeah, I think I would go teleportation. And I guess to make it even, it would have to be somewhere I've already been before. But yeah, like say I've already been to Mexico and on Cancun Island, having some honeys around me, some drinks. Yeah. I would just teleport there. They'd be like, "Oh my God, it's Chad."
Okay. Coochie Mane came in with just he must be high off his balls. He said, "What came first, the fruit or the color orange?" I don't think, do we think we need to say anything there?
No.
Okay. But he also said, "When did you guys screw something up, but no one ever found out it was you?" Now that is a good question.
Oh man, I've got to really think about that one. That is a good one. Oh my dude, I've already thought of it. I screwed up so big. So it was sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a bad one. This is actually epic. I'll call it that. Yeah. We were all in this like computer lab, I guess you can call it, and we were taking this math. I guess it was like a math quiz. It was a pretty important math quiz, but it was on the computer. And I don't remember why it was specifically on the computer. It was one of those like quarterly quizzes that's like super important for some reason. And I'm on the very end next to the wall where the outlet is.
Oh God, I see where this is going.
My foot, I'm just a fucking terrible student. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm probably getting like a 30 on this thing. I'm fucking around with my left foot, and I hit the cord, and it pulls out of the socket. Okay?
Okay.
Now get this.
Yeah. How are you getting out of this?
Every single computer on my row, power went off, except for mine. Except for mine. It was the weirdest thing ever.
This is like mid-quiz? How far in mid-quiz we are?
Mid-quiz, okay? So every single computer goes out. I would say there's probably 10 on the row. So 9 of them go out, except for mine for some reason. Don't know why mine didn't. So I hurried up and plugged it back in, and then they all turned back on. Okay?
Yeah.
And so I am sweating my balls off because obviously mine didn't go off, and everyone's freaking out. Right. And the teacher's running around. And I'm just like sitting there like acting like I'm working because I'm very stupid, don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I tell her that I don't know, like it looks like maybe one of these wires was loose. Like didn't know what to say, and all of the rest of them just had to get whatever grade they had while they were doing it.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. They weren't able to retake it because it was, like I said, it was some important thing, and I just kept taking my quiz, and no one ever found out it was me.
All right.
Dude, imagine 15-year-old Chad just sweating his balls off knowing that I just ruined everyone's thing right there and mine stayed on.
Oh, you didn't care.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I didn't care.
Point.
The whole point of it is I didn't care and I didn't get caught, so.
Here's the bad thing. I often describe you as one of the luckiest people I've ever known. You have like 30 stories like that. And, I'm not saying anything about your computer lab story, but I would argue that probably about 15 of them might be better than the computer lab story. But...
Well, okay, fuck. I gotta tell the car story.
Okay, that's the one.
I've gotta tell it.
That's the one that I wanted. This is one that people will actually care about.
Well, that one, I'm telling you, that one to me was the one I remember the most because...
that one's pretty good or whatever, but that's not a Chad story. What you've got right here is a Chad story.
All right.
I'm going to tell everyone to buckle up for this one because it's pretty good.
So all these stories that I tell, they're hypothetical. None of them are true. But, okay.
This one makes me. You're my friend, and I'm kind of glad nothing happened to you, but at the same time, I am so mad that you got away. Go ahead, though.
All right, so like I said, I'm going to disclaimer. These stories are hypotheticals. Not necessarily did they happen.
Entertainment purposes only.
So I'm about to be 25. I'm about to be the same age as Ronnie. So this happened when I was the age of 19, okay?
Oh, my God.
Graduated high school. I think this is like sophomore year of college. I had a bunch of buddies in Athens, University of Georgia, if anybody doesn't know. So I went and visited them, and apparently they had some substances there. We all had some fun.
Right.
Sunday morning, so I spent the whole weekend partying. Sunday morning, I come back in town. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
It's about a 2-hour drive. I'm exhausted.
Right.
Been up all night doing, some things.
Well, substances.
And there was a particular substance that we were given that I had never done before. Didn't even really know what it did. So me and two of my buddies, Nicholas is one of them,
Right.
and Tommy Boy is the other. Those are the two names of these
Tommy
guys.
Boy?
Tommy Boy and Nicholas.
All right. Bet he's not
I've got
a douchebag.
got another great story of Nicholas. Might have to save it for another time, but we all decided to go to the neighborhood pool. This is during the summer. This is in August. So we go to the neighborhood pool, and we're like, you know what? These substances that we were given, let's take them while we're just sunbathing out here. So we take half of it. Or no, I'm sorry, we take a full one.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this substance it starts with an X. If anybody,
Right.
and it starts with a Z and ends with an X. And so I didn't even know what the fuck this was. I took a full one.
Didn't even know what it was.
They took a full one. We're sitting there for like 10 minutes.
Pretty well known. Like, what is this?
Sitting there for 10 minutes. Never done it before. And we're like, this isn't even working. Let's take another. So we
Oh
all
my
take
God.
another.
Just the dumbest fucking person.
We all take another. And then it was like, I went into, what do they call it? A vortex.
Yeah.
Like a space vortex. And next thing I know, I wake up and I'm in the back seat of Nicholas's car, and he's driving down the road. I'm like, where the fuck are we going?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I come to it. We're walking into a Bocce Express. And I'm like, oh, fuck yes. This is the best day ever. We walk into a Bocce Express. Come to it again.
Bocce Express?
I'm sorry, it wasn't... What was it called?
What is a Bocce Express?
What is the place beside the Chevron? And you know where? It was called... Back then it was called, something hibachi. Wild hibachi or something.
So it was hibachi. You realize bocce is a sport where people have sticks and they hit balls with it, right?
Hibachi.
Yeah, but I think at first you just called it Bocce Express.
Whatever.
Like you guys were really passionate about playing bocce.
Well, it could have been that too. I don't know. I really don't know.
And
Anyways,
I believe you.
I come to it again, and then I'm looking up, and Tommy Boy and Nicholas...
come to it.
Well,
Isn't it just come to? Isn't that the phrase? I come to?
Yeah, come to it sounds a little... I come to again, and I'm looking up, and Nicholas and Tommy Boy are both eating their, fried rice, whatever, but they're asleep while they're eating it.
Right.
And there's a few other people in this restaurant, and I'm like, oh shit, this is not good. What is happening right now? So I'm slowly eating my fried rice. I'm eating it like someone the age of 95 would eat it. This is how I picture it. Okay, so I don't know if we even I don't even know how we paid or if we even ate the rest of it. And then I come to, and we're back in Nicholas's car. Okay. And I'm like, man, I guess that was a good meal. So we're driving back to the pool. I get out, and I just remember them being like...
Back to the pool.
Just remember them being like... just completely out of it. We walk into the pool area, okay? Come to again. I'm driving a car. I am driving my car, okay? My
So horrifying.
2009 Altima at the time.
Oh my God.
And I'm falling asleep while I'm driving.
Yeah.
And I go, holy shit, I need to wake up. So I slap myself on the face. I'm going down the road. My house is 7 minutes away from this place.
Yep.
If that.
Very quick drive.
So I'm falling asleep. I realize I'm falling asleep. I'm slapping myself in the face. I'm like, what the hell is this? Because I did not know what this substance did. So
Didn't do research.
So I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm almost there. I fall asleep
Oh God.
after slapping myself in the face.
Yeah, you did.
and I wake up and I'm going 50 miles an hour with 3 cars stopped at a red light in front of me.
Yep.
So in the slowest motion you can ever imagine, I swerve to the right. No, I'm not worried at all right here. I'm so out of it that I don't even care.
I'm getting mad.
I swerve to the right. I dodge all 3 cars. I go in between 2 light posts.
Splitting the gap.
I split the gap. I do a full 360 donut in the slowest motion imaginable. Okay? I'm not even worried during this. Like, I've got a straight face while this is happening. That's how messed up I am.
You're treating this as just like a casual... It's like a casual problem.
Yeah, as a casual problem. I do a full 360.
Imagine...
I slam into the guardrail on the driver's side. Okay?
You're treating this as if you're like trying to buckle your seat without looking and you can't find it. You're like, oh, damn it. And finally you have to look down and click it in. That's how you're treating... Yeah. Doing a 360 between 2 poles and landing in a guardrail. This is a true story. I hate you so much.
I slam into the guardrail, and if I did not slam into the guardrail, I would have flipped my car into a ditch, probably done multiple rolls. And I remember thinking, holy fuck. But I was thinking this, holy fuck.
Oh, wow.
And so I realized the situation I'm in.
Oh, wow, this substance is incredible.
I pick up my phone, and I'm like, oh, they're going to think I'm texting and driving. That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, how can I get out of this? I click my phone, it's dead. I was like, oh, no wonder I wasn't listening to music on the way here. Put my phone down. I'm like, all right, I'll get out of the car. Everything's going to be all right. I have to crawl over to the passenger side to get out. I'm like, no, first I try to drive off.
That's the way Chaz's mind works. He's under the influence driving, and he's worried they're going to get me for texting and driving. This is going to be terrible.
So first I try to drive off. My car is fucked, dude. It is so fucked. I didn't realize that until I got out of the car, how fucked my car truly was.
Right.
I get out of the car, and I can't even walk. I feel like I am blackout drunk, and my legs won't work. And I go, this is not good. This is not good. And I see this guy pull over that saw what happened, get out of his car and start walking towards me. And I was like, I've got to come up with something. So I go, I'm just going to tell everyone I see that I hit my head and I don't know what's going on.
I'm getting mad.
Okay? So here's the crazy part. Guy walks up.
Here's the crazy part. If you've gotten to this point of the story, get ready because here comes the crazy part.
Guy walks up, I tell him I hit my head before he even says anything. Okay? I come to it. I'm talking to multiple firefighters. Okay? I come to it again. I'm shaking a police officer's hand. And he says, it looks like you've had a rough day already. I'm just going to let you off with a warning.
I'm so mad.
I shake his hand and say, thank you. I come to it again. I'm in my aunt's car. Okay? She's driving me home now. I am literally 1 minute away from my house. 1 minute.
You're almost there.
So I'm riding there, and my aunt and my cousin who are in the car, they can tell that something's up with me, and I just go... Oh, by the way, this is 4 p.m. in the afternoon. It is still like light outside. I get home. I crawl in bed at maybe 5 or 6, and I wake up at 10 in the morning. That's how long I slept. At 10 in the morning.
Do that math. Show off your math skills.
That's approximately like 16 hours. Is that right?
Well, it depends if you woke up at 5 or you went to bed at 5 or 6. But
5 or 6.
You're close. That was pretty impressive.
Just an insane amount of sleep because, I mean, it was just the worst. I hated every moment of it. But anyways, I wake up to my dad saying, hey, stop being a pussy. It was just a wreck. Because my parents were off at a wedding. Well, my mom, that was before the accident. My parents were off at a wedding, and I come out and my dad says, wake up, you pussy. It was just a wreck. And I go, oh my God, I was in a wreck last night. Forgot I was in a wreck last night.
Right.
Anyways, talked to my aunt a month later. I tell her what was up, and she goes, yeah, I could tell something was wrong with you. She's like, You talked to 12 firefighters, a police officer. You talked to multiple people on the side of the road. I don't remember a single thing of it. I just remember shaking the cop's hand and him saying, "You're off." And so I told my aunt, I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. She's like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. To this day, I've never done that substance again. Even though I probably just overdid it, still not going to do it.
Oh, my God.
And that was before my mom's accident when she...
Yeah, we got that. So, yeah. So the other side of the coin, that's how Chad does. He can be...
And this is all hypothetical.
Zombied out on, substances, wreck into a guardrail, and still just walk away and sleep for 16 hours. Where you get Ronnie, who one day pulled out of school after doing an impressive day of school, and I'm driving on the road. I've got a school bus is one car ahead of me. So I got a school bus, one car, then me. I'm driving behind it, and I've on this road that I drive home from every day from school. I never have to stop on this road until I get to a stoplight. I look down, not even at my phone, just at my stereo to turn down the volume. The bus stops in the middle of the road. The person in front of me, they slam on their brakes. I go to slam on my brakes. Can't do it quick enough. Bump into the back of the car. I had a 2000 Honda Accord I called the Ding Machine. The hood crumples up pretty significantly. It's an old car. It didn't look great. The car in front of me was a very nice Suburban. I dented the back of it. Nothing too crazy. Of course, kids get out of the Suburban in front of me. Why would they not? I got cops showing up. They give me a ticket. I go to court as a scared 17-year-old kid. I have to stand up and plead guilty for running in the back of a soccer mom's Suburban because a bus stop.
Well, here's your problem. You didn't swerve out of the way like I did.
I go to stand, I'm at the stand. I go up. I'm scared. I go to put my hands in my pocket. I got a police officer yelling at me to keep my hands out of my pocket. So I put them on top of the thing. I go through some intense questioning from the judge, even though I'm just admitting that I did something wrong. I had to pay a $200-something fine and then go to traffic school for an 8-hour day.
You got to swerve out of the way, man.
So that's how my life went. My insurance went up. I had to get a new car while this guy's sleeping in bed. Then 1 year later, I'm in a car with some buddies. We're going to a football game. The same kind of scenario happens. My friend slams on the brake right as because we think we're going to hit the car in front of us.
But you're not driving, right?
Nope, I'm just in the back seat. As soon as we come to a stop, we all kind of let our air out. We're like, oh, thank God, that was close. The car comes behind us, pounds us. We're all okay, but we get out of the car. I noticed this guy. He was going to the football game too. He goes to our school. He's like the same age I was when I was in my rec. I'm like, okay, poor guy. Like, he'll be okay, but I know exactly how this goes. Cop shows up, says, oh, you guys can just exchange insurances and then that'll be it. And then leave!
Oh, man, Ronnie. That's not luck, my man. You just can't. You got to swerve out of the way.
And that's the Ronnie lifestyle.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to say, to top off the story that I had to just close it out, both of my buddies, Nicholas and Tommy Boy, hit me back up the next day, and I told them what had happened, and they go, dude, we woke up in the middle of his basement floor, and they didn't even know that I left. They had no idea I left. And, yeah, I told them the story, and they thought it was the craziest thing they heard.
Oh, my God. All right. So,
and this is all hypothetical, guys. This is not real stories. Well, maybe.
Let's get back to...
Can we get in trouble for this?
Let's get back to some questions. I certainly can't. I did my time.
Yeah. This is not real.
So...
This is an illusion.
Your boyfriend, Ben, I'm pretty sure this guy wants to lick your... Well, he says... His boo L has a question, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll say that just because he's not a dick rider to you.
So I don't know if he said I don't know if he said my boo because he's trying to like prove the fact that he actually doesn't want to involve himself with sexual relations with you or not. It's kind of weird to say that she had the question. I don't know who you are, L, but I don't believe that you asked this question. I believe this has been his
Ben,
question.
you ever seen those videos?
He says, what kind of music y'all been listening to lately? Any favorite artists? And you answer this question because you made me listen to about 7 minutes of anime openings during the weeks.
It wasn't anime openings. Sethu A came out with Senpai 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Great instrumental guy. He does every single instrument by himself. Check it out. I might even put it in Discord. I guess it's labeled under progressive rock. It's fucking dope though.
Yeah, it was cool. I really respect that he can play all those instruments. I just had to laugh because as I was listening to it, I was just doing my mediocre warehouse job, and I felt like listening to it, I felt like I was running through an anime OP the entire time.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of it. But here, basically what I listen to is that type of stuff. I like listening to instrumental stuff. I love music. Ronnie hates music. And yeah, metal, volumes, animals as leaders, just that type of stuff. That's my lifestyle, but I'll listen to anything. I'm open to anything. I'm not like Ronnie where I just hate things.
So he also asked another question, which is a pretty lame question. He says, what's the best knot to use when tying your sweater around your waist? He says, trying to hop on the wave, but I got to make sure I come correct with the style.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
What does Ben have you? Do you think?
Huh?
Does he think you're doing Windsor knots on your hoodie?
Well, hey man, I get that you don't like Ben because he knows who the favorite is of this pod. But to answer your question, Ben, sorry for Ronnie interrupting.
Hey, what kind of knot do you use on your hoodie?
I do the original shoelace knot, and if I'm feeling a little spicy that day, I'll double knot that bitch up.
The shoelace knot?
Yeah, the original shoelace knot. The beginning part. When you fold
there
them,
you go.
The beginning shoelace knot. You just do one, Ben.
Shoelace knot.
And hey, Ben,
because when you say shoelace knot, I see your hoodie and it's tied in bunny ears. So
that's the original shoelace knot that you do at the very beginning of a shoelace tie. Is the bunny ears, and if you want to double bunny it up, you can, but it depends on how you're feeling that day.
Why the hell would anyone ever need to double knot the hoodie around their waist?
Well, like I just said, it depends on how you're feeling that day.
Don't want that thing slipping anywhere.
No, it's a lifestyle. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah, it's a lame lifestyle. Peace asked that if you could swap lives with someone and keep all your memories, who you swapping with? Wow.
This is a good question.
I would say... this is a good question. It's tough.
I would say the creator of Bang Energy. That guy is living a lifestyle like none other. That guy is raking in the dough. He's got those bang babes. They got their titties hanging out.
Yeah, a little creepy, but sure.
I mean, if I had my memories, I was raking in the dough and I was the owner of Bang Energy.
Nothing like paying someone a slightly above average salary and calling them a bang babe. Not creepy at all. I feel like I want to be a real elegant gentleman. I'm gonna be. Damn. Here's my thing. I want to be super rich, and I want to be like basically like a really famous musician.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I already made all my money, and I don't have to go on tour every day. But like, if I'm saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go play a show," fucking everyone shows up, so I get the
like
adrenaline.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, sure, I'll be Paul McCartney. Where if I show up, people are gonna go crazy. I'm packing 100,000 seats, but I don't have to like go to every single country.
Yeah, if you're just
tours.
If you're like, I don't even want to do it this year, you just
exactly.
Don't have to.
And then I'm just like, I go live in my mansion and my compound.
I like that.
And do my own thing.
See, Ronnie, sometimes on this pod, you just answered a perfect question with a perfect answer.
Well, you helped me out, and for that,
yeah,
I thank you.
And to go back and elaborate on mine, I would be the bang guy because all the titties hanging out, and I would just be swarming in that P word.
All right, so moving on. Have either of you had a near-death experience? That's from T-Rev.
I would say maybe that story I just told earlier was kind of close to it, but
Yeah, I had one even almost worse than that. I was driving home one night, and it was just a 2-lane road. I was driving, and there was a big freight truck coming in the other lane. And what had happened was there was a truck, a big, like normal F-250 Ford truck behind the Freightliner. And on both sides, it's just like cliffs. Not like super duper cliffs like you're way up in the mountains, but like a good
drop
15 to 20 drop off. And of course this guy I'm assuming he had quite a large dick. And by that, I mean he had a very small dick, but he was trying to make up for it with his large truck and his hazardous driving habits. He's pulled over into my lane trying to pass the freight truck when he did not have enough room for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if the freight truck knew it or whatnot, but I basically had to slam on my brakes. There was no one behind me, thank goodness. And the guy got back over into his lane with just
what a jackass.
Like 1 second to spare. I was so startled that I just pulled over into the next parking lot I got to and just sat there for like 15 minutes.
You were just like, wow.
I was like, damn. I would have never got to talk to Chad again. That's what I thought.
Were you eating something when you pulled over?
Well, yeah, out of my stash of feel-good food that I just popped open. And Ronnie's snacking today. We can still do that.
Well, hey, I do have one story I want to tell very similar to that. I was on my way back from community college. And when it was raining very hard.
Yeah.
I was probably high as balls. Like I said, anything I say that has to do with drugs is a hypothetical on this podcast. And this guy swerved. You know where it is, close to that lake.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this, yeah.
He swerved over. It had been raining, so he hydroplaned into my lane, and I swerved over into the opposite lane. Luckily, no cars were coming. Swerved back over when he passed me. I could see the look on his face as he was going to hit me direct on. He was shitting his pants sideways. Go back into my lane, and I turn around, and he went off the road, hit a tree, and then I just kept driving.
Smart play, yeah.
It might have been dick of me, but I knew cars were behind me to check on him, and I was so startled that I just kept driving.
All right, cool story. Didn't feel like you piggybacked on mine at all. MKD Ultra asked, what's your favorite game console, and what game did you play the most on it?
Well, favorite game consoles, probably the 360, the Gears of War days, Halo. And then my favorite game ever is Guitar Hero because I'm a fucking baller at it. Haven't played it in years, but you know what?
Have you gotten your Wii back? You were on a mission to get your Wii back because you had loaned it to your sister, and she, like, for some reason thought she could just loan it to 7 other places.
Yeah, I'm getting it back, and we're going to put out a video for y'all. I haven't played Guitar Hero in years, but I'm still a fucking G because it's like riding a bike, baby. I ain't lose nothing. These fingers, so look at these fingers.
Oh,
doing jazz hands right now?
People can't see his fingers, but they are active.
Yeah, trust me. I get a lot of compliments on them from guys.
Yep. So I don't know if I would say I even ever had a favorite game on this console, but it was my most nostalgic, the one that I go back to. I played so much of, even with you. I remember you coming over and we play the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh,
I mean, so many good games
Great
on
console.
there. There would be, all the Mario games, Mario Karts, the Donkey Kongs. What else did we play? The Mario parties. Before there were just 20 of them.
Super Mario Baseball.
Oh, Super Mario Baseball. Speaking of baseball, MVP Baseball 2005. Don't know if any sports fans are out there played that game. You could create your own park and play like a dynasty. The amount of times I started a dynasty, played 5 games, had enough to buy a popcorn stand, and then started all over I couldn't even count.
Super Smash Bros. Obviously.
Oh, Super Smash Bros. For sure.
And then Super Mario Strikers, the soccer game. Awesome.
So yeah, I gotta go Nintendo GameCube.
By the way, MCade Ultra, the drip on a Milliaton that you have in your AVI is just beautiful.
Well, don't call it drip.
Well, that's what it's called, Ronnie. Get cultured, bud.
D Chow 20 or something along those lines. This person, see, these are one of these ghosts in the Discord, right? I don't know how long they've been in there. I've never seen the name before. If you're in the Discord, be more active in the Discord. We like to hear from you, and this person has great questions. They said bucket list. Where do you want to go in the future? What do you want to do for a dream job? Well, first of all, dream job, living it. Yeah. Professional podcasters.
Doing it right now, except not getting paid.
What do you have on the bucket list? Or where do you want to go, I should say?
I mean, this is
a
easy one for me. Japan.
Yeah.
Even though these...
Don't say that.
Okay. I mean, I want to go skiing in Japan. I had a buddy that went skiing in Japan. Looked just incredible. He went to Tokyo afterwards. I mean, he's not even an anime fan, but you don't have to be to go enjoy Japan.
Right. Chad and Ronnie will be going to Japan one day.
Oh, dude, we're going to vlog it, too. How awesome will that be?
We would be great vloggers.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
We'll vlog it, eat some ramen.
We will eat more than ramen. Ronnie's Snack of the Day, damn it.
Huh?
Ronnie's Snack of the Day. It's my favorite new segment, and you answer first.
Oh, I answer first?
Yeah.
Oh, Snack of the Day.
Because for some reason people want to include you. I mean, your snacks. Last week you came with some cheddar Chex Mix. People kind of like that.
People loved it.
It wasn't just my snack, but go ahead.
My snack of the day. This is a great one. This is for all you jerkies out there. Some beef jerky. Some of that spicy beef jerky.
All right. That's pretty good.
Spicy beef jerky. You know, just get a little bag of it. You take a little, you know, just a handful. You eat it up. You don't have to eat a whole bag. Don't get crazy with it, you know. Just enjoy that protein.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, I've thought a lot about this. I think I'm going to have to go with a deep dish pizza. I just like how
Here's my
favorite.
This is the snack of the day, right?
Yeah, snack of the week. I would say that my favorite part of the deep dish pizza is how deep it is, because you can get, I don't know, you know, usually if I eat 7 or 8 slices, you can get 3 or 4 slices of deep dish pizza, and it's kind of like you're having 10 slices. So it's a good snack.
Well, okay.
When you just want something to hold you over.
I just wanted to clarify. This is like the snack of the week. It's not the
snack of the week.
Okay. Oh.
You know, they're pretty expensive. Sometimes, you know, people say, well, you probably shouldn't spend $40 for a snack. And I say, leave me alone. And no, you can't have any.
Okay.
So anyway, jumping over to Twitter, Shanto asked, how do you think the series will end? So that's back to AOT stuff. We kind of talked about that a little bit.
Everyone dies. No one lives. Story sucks.
Yeah, I guess to put it, dude, I don't know how it ends.
Aaron dies.
Is there, is there Titans in the end?
Yeah. Okay. By Titans, like Armin.
All right. Also, SpongeBob Chronicles coming when? They're coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. And so I think that's all our questions. So that was good.
It seemed like we wrapped it up.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, actually, that's not true. I've got a couple other questions that we got to get to that came through earlier. Lexi's 23. Question for Ronnie, a.k.a. not Chaz. That's what they wrote. So,
wait, who said this?
Don't even worry about it.
Tell me who said it.
I'm not going to tell you who said it, because you're going to say something mean, and you actually don't mean it. You've actually told me before you really like this person.
What's their name?
Who is it? And here's the best part. The question has nothing to do with you. I don't know why you're not allowed to answer, but you're not allowed to answer. Who is a bigger simp? Mikasa for Aaron or Falco for Gabby?
Don't look at me. I'm not answering this.
No, I know, but I'm telling you my answer. I'm going to have to go. I mean, listen, the biggest simp of them all is Mikasa for Aaron. How could it not be that case? I mean, Falco's got a young love crush And I think he would do a lot for Gabby, including zipping up to his what could be perceived as his future death. But Mikasa's still wearing a scarf, I believe 29 years later, that smells as if Chad used it to wipe whatever his method was earlier. That's how bad that scarf smells.
Digestive fluid.
So therefore, thank you for asking me that question. I'm going Mikasa for Aaron. Now, this is another question I really like to ask, or like to answer. Marco Stan asked, I know that it's been mentioned that Ronnie is a very big water drinker. Now, listen, Marco Stan, I didn't really like the way you worded that. I don't know if you're saying I drink a large amount of water, or if you're saying that I'm very big.
It's just water weight.
So it is a lot of water weight because I drink a lot of water. And they were just curious, besides water, what his favorite drink is. Alcoholic or not. Either way, just curious.
What favorite drink besides water?
Why are you laughing, dude?
You don't drink anything. You can't even say milk.
Here's a fun fact about Ronnie. I've told people I've got an
boring
answer. I drink water, milk, and occasionally hot chocolate.
You think he's kidding? He's not kidding. Oh,
that's really what I drink. Yeah, I don't drink really.
That's it. There's
nothing else to say.
I'll answer it since you're so boring when it comes to fluids. I've got a lot of fluids that I like.
We know you love fluids.
So if it's just a typical Saturday night, I'm just chilling, I'm just watching a good UFC fight.
What a dick bag.
I'll pour me a nice whiskey Coke, baby. That Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey whiskey Coke. Okay, if we're going out, we're partying, I gotta order a drink. Red Bull vodka, baby. I want that heart going. Give me that heartbeat going. But yeah, that's when I'm party. That's my favorite drink, party wise. Just that good old Red Bull vodka. And then if we're talking beer, if we're talking chilling IPA season, I'm going with that Rupturous Raspberry Sour Ale IPA, 5.3%.
You're so annoying.
We're talking about a light beer, just chilling on the lake with the boys. I'll go with that nice.
You're so.
Give me that Coors or Corona. Coors or Corona, nice light beer. And then to top it off, if I'm feeling a little fruity, if I'm feeling a little cheesy, I'll go that Truly Lifestyle. And then I wanted to say this because this comment is not to shit on the Japanese or anything. C. Preezy I said this earlier to you. She said, can't believe real life rumbling today. Crying face.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a 4.2 earthquake.
What are you doing there?
I'm not saying okay, I get it. We're respecting.
What are you doing?
Okay, just moving on.
Jesus Christ! Apologize.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
Tell him you're trying too hard.
I'm trying too hard. That was a bad joke. You might have.
What are you doing?
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Fucking Christ.
Please edit that out.
Jeez, now my laptop's getting ready to die. What are you?
Oh my. Edit that out for real. Don't put that in. That was mean.
Where do I start editing it out? When do I stop? How am I supposed to edit that out?
You can edit that out.
Which part? How do I?
the part. And the part.
Good God, man.
I just say what my heart feels, man.
No, that's not what your heart feels. You're trying to go viral or something. What?
Edit that out. It's not funny.
Just gotta get my charger here. Definitely don't want to lose all this important stuff we've been recording. Alright, will you apologize again?
I apologize to all listeners, to all of the beautiful people on that island. That was a bad joke, and Chad is an idiot. So don't ever listen to Chad and take it, fully. Whatever I say. I suck.
Alright. So we about ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
With that being said, make your big announcement. Our big announcement.
Big announcement, guys. We're within the next few weeks. I guess right after Attack on Titan ends, we might have a little week, break.
Might have a week buffer, yeah.
Yeah. We will be doing Jujutsu Kaisen.
Wow, you walked into that really uncomfortable, like you're not confident at all.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, if there's a right way to say it, because I cannot figure it out. I think it's Jujutsu Kaisen. Please, someone spell it out phonetically to us. Here's the thing. I've watched some of that show already. We are in for a world of trouble when it comes to pronouncing things.
Wow.
But the hype is really blowing up. We know, here's the thing. Our timing was not great as in the sense of we know that they've already aired some newer episodes, and now we're going to have to kind of go back and we're going to back catalog everything since we've already missed the train coming by at first.
But this is by far the most suggested show we've got.
Yeah, that's why we're doing it. We know before we kind of said we'd do a poll, and a lot of people have said a bunch of shows, and the good news is, this one's not nearly as many episodes that we have to cover that Attack on Titan had. It's like less than half what we had to do with Attack on Titan. So until we see something that's going to air live, we're probably just going to be back cataloging a lot of these shows.
And then we will do a poll in the future. This is just one that we're set on.
We'll do a poll. I know there's a couple that I know that you kind of want to do. We've been hearing this thing about Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, Chainsaw Man. I think Mappa's doing it.
It hadn't even started yet, right?
Hadn't even started. We're gonna, as soon as that starts, we're rolling with it.
You think?
I don't know anything about it. I've just heard that it's a great project.
All right, but other than that, yeah, I think we're good. Anything else to take care of?
I apologize once again for anything that I've said on here that just sounds like a dumbass saying it. It's because I am a dumbass and I'm saying it.
Yeah, you're just going a little too hard, and it's not even like our typical go too hard. That's just...
Well, please just edit it out, dude.
I mean, I don't know what I'm editing. There's so much to edit out at this point that we just might downfall. What do you think of that?
Oh, can I at least say what my dumbass roommate said, and we make fun of him for saying that, or was it a little too harsh too?
No. What are you trying to do? He's your dumbass roommate. He said something that's very bad.
Yeah, he did. He said something very bad, and I scolded him for it, and it's just not acceptable.
Okay, so we don't even have to say...
We really don't even have to say that he said they're...
What? Dude! Jesus Christ.
I said we don't have to say it.
All right. Listen. We're so sorry. Let's just hope at this point that if you were listening this deep into an episode where there wasn't an actual Attack on Titan episode, you're down for a little Ronnie and Chad action. You know that we mean well, and we just have Chaz over here trying to make headlines for the wrong reasons. With that being said, we genuinely hope everyone in Japan is okay, and
we're excited for whenever the episode comes out.
Whenever the episode comes out, we will put something out kind of saying when we might be able to do it. It might be not the same day that it's released, maybe the day after. We're just going to have to see how our schedule's playing out because it'll be a bit of a hustle. But we'll get it done.
We will.
So, please, subscribe if you haven't.
Give us some feedback if we're doing a shitty job and you can tell us stuff that we need to work on.
Well, we're definitely doing a shitty job. This was our worst episode ever.
Well, it was pretty bad. Some of the comments you made were just disgusting.
And we will talk to you when we talk to you. I've been Ronnie.
I've been Chatty.
Peace.
Peace.